Okay, look. I'm going to get rejected here. You have to first put it into standard form. This is sad. It is not in standard form. So take that K term, make it positive by inverse operating. Now it is beautiful. It is in standard form. Now you can see A is 4, B is 1, C is 8. You got to get it into A, B, C equal 0. All right, let's get rejected. So, rejection makes you stronger. No? Everybody gets rejected. Okay. Okay, so if I throw this in the calculator, math error, rejection. You got to do it by hand because you're going to have an imaginary root. So throw that to the side. You can maybe use it to do some arithmetic, like multiplication. Take the square root of a number. Okay, so let's solve it by hand. Negative times 1 is negative 1, plus or minus. Put a square root. 1 squared is 1, right? Here, let's do this so you kind of follow. So that gave me that. I did this. Okay, this has to be all in one. All of this gets multiplied together. So what is negative 4 times 4 times 8? So now you could take your calculator. Negative 4 times 4 times 8 gives me negative 128. And then 2 times 4 is 8. So now you can see where the negative root is coming in. That number is way negative. Okay, one more step. Negative 1 plus or minus square root. What is 1 minus 28? Negative 127. And so this is why you're getting rejected right here. You cannot take a radical or the square root of a negative number because that's now an imaginary number. And your calculator doesn't give you i's, which is why you're getting rejected. Okay? So, this is awesome, by the way. If you can get to here, your math teacher's happy. However, we want to know that you know what an imaginary is, which is that little I. So that little I means that you recognize that it's an imaginary root because there's a negative in here. This negative. And so that's going to become your little I. So what is acceptable is negative 1 plus or minus I. And then if you wrote positive 127 over 8, this is acceptable. This is amazing. Your teacher is happy because you recognize that you had a negative radicand, which is a number inside the radical. So you took the I out. You're telling me it's an imaginary root. Excellent. Okay, if you want to go further, if you want to take the square root of 127, hit SD, I get 11.3. So if you want to be really awesome, what did I say, 11.3? I, 8, here let's still highlight the I's. Okay, this is amazing, but if your friends are in honors, their teacher is making them go completely all the way to a complex number. A is the real number, B is the imaginary. So real and imaginary make a complex number. So if you throw that in the calculator, 1 divided by 8. If you're in honors, you have to go all the way. And so this is your beautiful complex. Oh, is it even showing? Oh, I'm at the very bottom. Okay, all of these are acceptable. You can go as far as you like. I'm happy once you give me the I, but you gotta solve it by hand. The other imaginary ones are, what am I doing? 12, 13, and 14. So question 12, 13, and 14 have the I's. Okay? So if you get rejected on those, that's why. Fair enough? Did they score while we were doing this? Oh, I don't know either. And so tomorrow, I'll do 12 or 13 or 14, whichever one. I'll still do these. I'll put the videos up, but just, I can't stress enough, you have to try it yourself. This is actually really easy, but it's one of those where you gotta practice the button pushing yourself. Okay. All right, can I stop this? Yeah? Okay. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you.